What happens when the gods of DC clash with the icons of Marvel? These aren't just fantasy matchups. We're breaking them down by feats, powers, and pure combat skill to find out who actually wins. No bias, no fanboy fluff, just facts. Let's settle the score. First up, we pit Daredevil against Red Hood in a speed and mobility challenge. Daredevil, the man without fear, relies on his hypersenses, peak human physicality, and unparalleled martial arts honed through years of street-level vigilantism in Hell's Kitchen, navigating fights with a tactical brilliance that exploits every environmental detail and opponent's weakness, often enduring immense pain to secure a non-lethal takedown. Red Hood, Jason Todd, is Batman's resurrected lethal former Robin, boasting peak human conditioning, master martial arts, and an arsenal of firearms, explosives, and knives, coupled with a ruthless willingness to kill that sets him apart. In this brutal clash, Red Hood wins. His ranged, lethal weaponry and readiness to end the fight quickly would overwhelm Daredevil's close-quarters, non-lethal approach before Matt Murdock could close the distance and leverage his sensory advantage. Next up is a battle between Tech and Construct as Iron Man battles Green Lantern. Hal Jordan, powered by the most powerful weapon in the universe, the Green Lantern Power Ring, can manifest anything his willpower can conceive, from intricate hard-light constructs and force fields to energy blasts, flight, and even universal translation, limited only by his imagination and courage. Iron Man, Tony Stark, commands an ever-evolving array of advanced suits, each packed with repulsor blasts, flight, superhuman strength, incredible durability, and specialized weaponry, all guided by his genius intellect and sophisticated AI. While Tony's tech is astounding, Green Lantern wins. Hal's ring can adapt to and counter virtually any technology, and his raw power output, fueled by pure willpower, surpasses Iron Man's energy reserves and defensive capabilities, allowing him to create constructs that could dismantle or contain even Tony's most formidable suits. Then, we have the psychological battle of Moon Knight versus Nightwing. Moon Knight, Mark Spector, is a brutal vigilante with peak human conditioning, mastery of various martial arts, and an incredibly high pain tolerance, often enhanced by the blessings of the Egyptian moon god Khonshu, operating with multiple distinct personalities, Stephen Grant, Jake Lockley, Mr. Knight, that make him wildly unpredictable. Nightwing, Dick Grayson, is the original Robin, a master acrobat and martial artist trained by Batman. Known for his agility, precision, tactical mind, and use of eskrima sticks that can deliver non-lethal but effective electrical shocks. In this encounter, Nightwing wins. His superior agility and strategic non-lethal takedowns would allow him to outmaneuver Moon Knight's brute force and exploit Spector's psychological vulnerabilities without engaging in the drawn-out, painful brawls where Moon Knight thrives. Following that, it's the Clash of Titans. Wonder Woman versus She-Hulk. Wonder Woman, Princess Diana of Themyscira, is a demigod with immense strength, superhuman speed, incredible durability, flight, and millennia of combat training, wielding the unbreakable lasso of truth, bracelets of submission, and a magical sword. She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, possesses gamma-powered super strength that increases with her rage, extreme durability, a potent healing factor, and crucially, retains her sharp intellect as a lawyer even in her Hulk form. Despite She-Hulk's raw power, Wonder Woman wins. Her combination of comparable strength, vastly superior speed, unparalleled combat skill honed over centuries, and magical weaponry, the lasso can bind even the strongest, and her sword can cut through almost anything, gives her a decisive advantage over Jennifer's more straightforward brawling style. Next, the ruthless showdown, Punisher versus Peacemaker. The Punisher, Frank Castle, is a master tactician, an expert in all forms of weaponry, and a highly trained combatant with an unwavering, brutal dedication to eradicating crime, operating without moral limits. Peacemaker Christopher Smith is a highly skilled marksman and combatant, proficient with a wide array of weapons and advanced tech helmets, driven by an extreme, almost delusional dedication to achieving peace by any violent means necessary. In this grim contest, Punisher wins. Frank Castle's superior tactical mind, vast experience in sustained urban warfare, and ruthless adaptability in the field, combined with his willingness to sacrifice anything, including himself, to achieve his objective, would allow him to outmaneuver and ultimately neutralize Peacemaker, whose rigid ideology could be exploited. Then, the ultimate soldiers collide. Captain America versus Deathstroke. Captain America, Steve Rogers, is the pinnacle of human physical perfection, a master tactician, and an unparalleled martial artist, wielding his indestructible vibranium shield as both a defensive and offensive weapon, embodying strategic brilliance and inspiring leadership. Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, is a genetically enhanced mercenary with superhuman strength, speed, agility, and a potent healing factor, a master tactician, and an expert in all forms of combat and weaponry, known for his lethal efficiency and willingness to exploit any weakness. In this battle of enhanced warriors, Deathstroke wins. His superior physical attributes, especially speed and healing, combined with his lethal approach and willingness to use any dirty trick, give him the decisive edge. Slade's brain processes information at an accelerated rate, allowing him to anticipate and counter Cap's moves, eventually overwhelming the Sentinel of Liberty. Prepare for the clash of gods. Superman vs. Sentry. Superman, Kal-El, is the iconic Man of Steel, possessing nigh invulnerability, immense super strength, incredible speed, flight, heat vision, freeze breath, and super senses, all powered by Earth's yellow sun, making him one of the most powerful beings in the universe. The Sentry, Robert Reynolds, is often described as having the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, capable of flight, immense strength, invulnerability, energy manipulation, molecular manipulation, and even subtle reality warping, but is plagued by severe mental instability and the destructive entity known as the Void. While Superman is a force of nature, Sentry wins. His power is explicitly stated to be on a cosmic, near-omnipotent level, far exceeding even Superman's vast physical capabilities. The Sentry's ability to manipulate matter at a molecular level and his inherent reality warping potential, especially when influenced by the Void, gives him a destructive capacity that the Man of Steel cannot match or overcome. The Void is practically unkillable. Next up, Deadpool vs. Lobo would result in a fight that never ends because neither can die. Lobo is banned from both heaven and hell because of his rampage through both in a wave of terror. Deadpool is under a curse from Thanos of immortality to keep him apart from Lady Death. Lobo is chaotic and relishes opportunities to create as much havoc as possible. Deadpool is chaotic by relishing any opportunity he can get to tell jokes and mess around with people. But if the two of these guys actually met, they would probably satisfy their bloodlust long enough to find out that they are a match made in, well, not the afterlife for sure. They would realize that they both have a lot in common and would probably exchange cell numbers, load up on Lobo's motorcycle, and head to the nearest comedy lounge. Nothing these two could do could nullify the reasons they cannot die, so that means we all win. Best friends for life. Because they cannot die. Then, the Cosmic Magic Showdown. Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers vs. Raven. Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, is a powerhouse with flight, superhuman strength, extreme durability, and the ability to absorb and project vast amounts of energy as photon blasts, capable of entering her binary form for even greater power. Raven, a half-demon empath, wields incredibly potent demonic magic, including dark energy blasts, teleportation, healing, and most critically, powerful empathic and emotional manipulation abilities tied to her demonic father, Trigon, and her soul self. While Captain Marvel is a force to be reckoned with, Raven wins. Her unique magical abilities, particularly her capacity for emotional manipulation and her soul self-projection, operate on a different plane than Carol's physical energy powers. Raven could potentially overwhelm Carol's mind, drain her energy, or incapacitate her with her mystical attacks, bypassing Carol's physical defenses. Finally, the ultimate cosmic clash. Phoenix Jean Grey vs. Starfire. Phoenix Jean Grey, an Omega-level mutant telepath and telekinetic, is amplified by the cosmic near-omnipotent Phoenix Force, granting her powers of resurrection, cosmic fire manipulation, matter manipulation, and the potential for universal destruction or creation. Starfire, Princess Coriander, is a Tamaranian alien who absorbs solar energy to grant her superhuman strength, durability, flight, and the ability to project powerful star bolts of ultraviolet energy. In this battle, there's no contest. Phoenix Jean Grey wins decisively. Starfire is powerful, but Phoenix Jean Grey, especially at full power, is a cosmic entity whose abilities dwarf those of even the strongest physical beings. Her telepathy and telekinesis, amplified to a near infinite degree by the Phoenix Force, would render Starfire's physical attacks irrelevant, allowing Jean to simply unmake her or mentally shut her down with a thought. There you have it. The decisions have been made. What are your thoughts on them? Do you agree on all of these or none of these? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily comic glitch content.